I think the most important question we have to ask ourselves is Jesus God like the angels are gods, or as Moses was God? The Bible calls Moses Elohim in the Old Testament, and it says, "You will be a god to Pharaoh." And so, is this what the Bible is saying about Jesus? They use the Old Testament scripture in Deuteronomy that I will raise a prophet like Moses who will speak all the words that I give him. So we have a situation where that Jesus is not God in the sense that there's only one God, the one God of Israel, the one true God, but in another sense where he's God like Moses was to Pharaoh. So in that sense, Jesus is God. So that's where we have to understand where the Unitarian position is coming from before we try to debate them on specific issues. They have a presupposition that Jesus is God only in the sense that he is God like Moses was God to Pharaoh. And so he's God like the angels are gods. And I think there's a problem there, though. I think there's scriptures that prove that Jesus is more than that. John 14:9-11, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. The Father that dwells within me or lives within me is doing all the works. Colossians 2:9, in him dwells all. Dwells is permanently. He dwells or lives all. The fullness of the Godhead dwells in Jesus Christ and lives in Jesus Christ in such a way that to see him is not to see God in the generic sense of the word, but to see the one true God of Israel, the Father, the God of all flesh. So I think that's the distinction that must be made in the debate if we're going to try to make God or Jesus a God like Moses was a God, or a God like the angels are gods in the, not in a capital G, but in a lowercase g. So I think that's where the definition of the word God must be debated from the scriptures, not from anywhere else.